Today is International Day for Honouring Older People. This initiative was actually set up by the UN back in about 1990-91, and the whole purpose was about the recognition of the contributions that older people make to society, but also further understanding the opportunities and challenges faced by us as older people. In this episode, I want to introduce 3 actions that you can take to ensure that older people are integrated in terms of your organizations and your products and services. So, the theme for 2022 is really about examining the resilience of older people as we navigate the changing world that we're all living in. In addition to this, there's the promotion of the contributions that older women in particular can make and do make in terms of shaping policies and practices that can lead to more positive age focused activities that really can benefit older people. So, one of the actions that you can take is about thinking through how do you create multi-generational, multi-stakeholder conversations that really takes an integrative approach to ensuring that the voices of older people are included in the development and the delivery of your products and services. So each time you walk into a meeting, whether you're a for-profit company, non-profit, or a public sector organization, think about the concept of the empty chair. There's an empty chair in the room. Who should be sitting in the chair? Invariably, the voices of older consumers tends to be missing. So wherever you can create opportunities, whether you're a decision maker or a decision influencer, how do you bring the voices of older people into your organization? And they could be internal stakeholders like employees or volunteers or board members, as well as external stakeholders who could be, your buyers, your consumers, or your clients. So that's one action. The second action is about, do you actually have a data collection, a data monitoring, a data management system whereby you're able to examine the trillions of pieces of data that sit within every type of organization? Invariably, data is ignored, or you're not quite sure how to deal with it, or you think about it in terms of a quantitative point of view. But actually, if you start to train your lens to think about data from a quality point of view, you will then be able to make far more nuanced decisions about what takes place within your organization. And when you're dealing particularly with older people, you need to kind of break down the demographics, because there are 2 kind of key categories. The first one is around the silent generation, who were born anywhere from about 1925 to about 1945. And then there's the baby boomers, who were born from 1946 to 1964. Now, obviously, those 2 categories cover several decades. And so when you're combing through your data, have a sense of, well, which category do older people fall into? Or actually, if we actually haven't included any older people, how do we begin to locate where they are and then place them in a category that's really going to reflect the nuances of who they are as people? So your data collection is an organizational activity that's really going to help you boost your products and services, but also it will help you think through how can older people be included in what you have to offer. And then the third one is about actually making a commitment as a company, the commitment to eliminate age discrimination within your world of work. So across the pond in America, there's the Maine Council for Aging, and they've put out a definitive plan of action. They want to eliminate and eradicate ageism by 2032. So that's a great vision, and it's a great ambition, but I think it's a little bit too far into the future. So when you're planning around the integration of older people, I wouldn't necessarily think 10 years in advance, because potentially you could be kicking the issue into the long grass, and who knows who's going to be around in 10 years' time. I think what would be a better plan is thinking about the issue of age positive practices and bringing it in as an item within your business model. And the reason why I say this is because business models are far more actionable than business plans, because you can monitor, you can evaluate, you can pivot with your business model because you're actually working with it and on it on a regular basis. So they are three key things that you can do organizationally to place older people, older consumers at the heart of what you're doing. And so therefore it brings visibility to them, but it also brings visibility to you. So the three things are having multi-stakeholder conversations, developing your data strategy, and eliminating age discrimination within your world of work. That's something that you can control. And then have the touch points maybe over a 3-year period as you're working through your business model. You know, it's 6 months, what do you hope to achieve? A year, 18 months, 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years. And with that 3-year span, you've got different touch points that will help you monitor, evaluate, and then implement the next level of change. So that's it for the celebration of who we are as older people. And I want to leave you with a quote by Victor Hugo. And what he said is, 40 is the new old for youth, and 50 is the new youth for old age. So I'll leave you with that. And get out there and celebrate older people and think about how you can bring us into the discussions within your world of work. Okay, I will see you again on the next episode. Bye.